Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. April 17th stands as a remarkable crossroads in history, marking pivotal transitions across the realms of faith, science, and global politics. From the defiant stand of Martin Luther at the Diet of Worms in 1521, which altered the spiritual landscape of the West, to the 1964 debut of the Ford Mustang, which redefined American industrial culture, this day celebrates both intellectual courage and technological ingenuity. Whether reflecting on the birth of modern financial titans like J.P. Morgan, the identification of vitamin C in 1932, or the high-stakes drama of the Bay of Pigs invasion, April 17th serves as a potent reminder of how individual actions and scientific breakthroughs continuously reshape our collective journey. Let us look at the significant historical events of April 17th, categorized by cultural, educational, financial, physical/mental/relational health, political, professional, social, spiritual, and scientific and technological points of view. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. From cultural point of view, the Canterbury Tales, 1387. According to scholars, this is the date on which Geoffrey Chaucer's Pilgrims began their journey to Canterbury, marking a foundational moment in English literature. First appearance of Daffy Duck, 1937. The iconic character made his debut in the short Porky's Duck Hunt, signaling a shift in animation toward more screwball and manic comedy. Release of Apollo 13 feet, 1970. While a scientific event, the safe return of the Apollo 13 crew on this day became a global cultural touchstone for human resilience and successful failure. Historically significant things that happened from educational point of view. Foundation of the University of Virginia, 1824. The Board of Visitors, including Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, met to organize the university, which would later pioneer the elective system of study in the United States. Establishment of the Syrian Republic, 1946. This day marks Syria's Independence Day, Evacuation Day, which led to the nationalization and restructuring of its entire educational system to reflect a sovereign identity. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. From financial point of view, the J.P. Morgan era, 1837. The birth of J. Pierpont Morgan on this day in 1837. He would go on to dominate corporate finance and industrial consolidation, essentially acting as America's unofficial central bank before the creation of the Federal Reserve. The Dow Jones fluctuations. Historically, mid-April is a period of high volatility in the U.S. markets due to tax day liquidity shifts, often occurring on or around the 15th-17th, influencing short-term capital flows. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. From physical/mental/relational health point of view, World Hemophilia Day, April 17th, is observed globally to raise awareness for hemophilia and other inherited bleeding disorders, focusing on improving access to care and mental health support for those with chronic conditions. The end of the 1918 flu pandemic, 1919. By mid-April 1919, many regions began lifting the final health restrictions as the third wave of the Spanish flu subsided, marking a major turning point in global public health and relational recovery. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. From political point of view, the Bay of Pigs invasion, 1961. A defining moment in Cold War history as CIA-backed Cuban exiles landed at the Bay of Pigs in an unsuccessful attempt to overthrow Fidel Castro. Patriation of the Canadian Constitution, 1982. Queen Elizabeth II signed the Constitution Act, giving Canada full sovereignty and establishing the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th from professional point of view. Ford Mustang debut, 1964. Henry Ford II introduced the Mustang at the World's Fair. It was a landmark professional achievement in industrial design and marketing, creating the pony car class and shattering sales records. The Benjamin Franklin legacy, 1790. The death of Benjamin Franklin occurred on this day. He remains a premier example of professional polymathy, having excelled as a printer, diplomat, inventor, and postmaster. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. From social point of view, The Rights of Man, 1791. Thomas Paine's Rights of Man was published in London, challenging the social hierarchy of the time and advocating for political rights based on the innate equality of individuals. The suffrage movement. Throughout the early 20th century, April 17th saw numerous localized rallies in the US and UK as activists utilized the spring weather to organize social demonstrations for the right to vote. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. From spiritual point of view, Diet of Worms, 1521. Martin Luther appeared before the assembly to respond to charges of heresy. His refusal to recant his writings, "Here I stand, I can do no other," was a pivotal moment in the Protestant Reformation and Western spiritual history. Feast days. In various Christian traditions, this day commemorates several saints, including Saint Donan and Saint Stephen Harding, focusing on themes of monastic discipline and communal faith. Historically significant things that happened on April 17th. Discovery of vitamin C, 1932. Scientist Charles Glenn King published his findings identifying vitamin C, a breakthrough that solved the mystery of scurvy and revolutionized nutritional science. The Surveyor 3 launch, 1967. NASA launched this lunar lander, which was the first to hop on the moon's surface and provided critical data for future manned Apollo landings. Jerry Mock's solo flight, 1964. She became the first woman to fly solo around the world, landing in Ohio on this day and proving the reliability of long-range aeronautical technology in the hands of a single pilot. Hi viewers, family and friends. How did you like the content of this video? Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please write in the comments your name and the place you are watching from. Since our viewing family is spread all over the world, it will be nice to know which city and the country you are watching from, so I can say hello to you. Science and technology, reading and listening to the historical accomplishments on this date of those who have gone before us. I, as a professional engineer with interest in structural engineering, energy-efficient buildings, ICF construction, and as Google Docs expert with interest in spreadsheet-based solutions, draw inspiration to ask of myself the million-dollar question, what would I accomplish today? Think about the Japanese practice of Kaizen. Let me know in the comments. What would you accomplish today? Your subscribing to the channel inspires me to post more such videos. Thanks for your patronage. See you in the next video. Sincerely, Yogi Anand.